Stargate. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Back Through the Stargate. It is I, your Honorable Admiral Fuzzy Nuts, sitting here with...
I am G-Rod, the best in the world. The best hostess. Your friend and mine, G-Rod. Hello. Hey, how you doing, guys? Thank you, Olaf. Appreciate it. How you guys doing?
I don't know how he keeps getting in here. We've asked him to stop, and he won't.
Oh,
He
cool,
won't
man.
stop.
He's a big, giant Russian guy, and I jump on his back. He carries me in there.
He carries you around. Man, we're not...
It's like Master. It's like Master Blaster.
Master Blaster. Hey, Master Blaster. Fucking
Who run
Thunderdome.
by the town?
But,
Louder.
yeah, so, you're familiar with cryptids, right?
Yep, everybody knows cryptids. You got the Mole Man.
You got
Bigfoot.
Owl Man.
Yeah.
He's a DC villain, but, he's still a cryptid.
Yeah.
But, a big problem with, cryptid sightings is that it's usually just some redneck dude in his house.
Yeah.
I
I done seen Bigfoot with Elvis, and they done fly away.
they was fucking behind my tool shed. Going to get. So,
Sir, that is a goat, and you better get your penis out of it.
But yeah, they lack credibility.
They really do.
For lack of a better word. But then, you get those, the more credible witnesses. Yeah. Like that one cop. The one cop that saw the Dover demons? Yeah. And then the other cop saw
the Frogman?
Frogman.
Yeah, he raided in. He's like, I got somebody walking. I want to check this out. And he said a frogman just turned and looked at him and just walked into the swamp.
Yeah, just
walked into the swamp.
Just plopping into the swamp. And then you got soldiers, U.S.
soldiers.
militaries around the world. They see stuff. They see cryptids,
and
they have a little more credibility than most. But there's they're tossing and turning, and they'll see some in the heat of battle.
Yep. Then look, I don't know if anybody knows this, but during Vietnam we used to play ghost sounds to scare the shit out of them. Yeah, they had this thing where if they're not buried, their spirit roams forever. And
they become vengeful spirits. And if you play, the U.S. military would just play ooh, spooky ghost, all through the goddamn. Whoa, Raggy, what's going on?
Woody Mouse, Raggy,
and they would just scatter out, and they would have they would spread rumors of vampires. Yeah, they would leave bloodless fucking animals and all that. But there's all kinds of accounts of people seeing shit.
Every time we've had war, there's been crazy. Even back to we were slinging hunks of metal at each other. Sword.
Yeah, you see the angel of death riding across the field.
They would say stuff like that. Yeah,
and then World War I and World War II, or World War II with the Foo Fighters.
Yeah, they used to find UFOs flying after them.
Yeah, flying they would report back to base I saw a flying orb of light right off the wing of my plane right there. Called Foo Fighters.
Today we're going to talk about war cryptids and cryptids actually seen during war, all those,
or just by soldiers in general.
Yeah, and they're not always
while deployed or something.
It's not always a crazy story. The story the guy went. And it was in Vietnam. He broke up from his troops to take a shit. Everything was kind of cool. He said he saw a spider so big, he said it was the size of a dog. It was 5 foot across, and he just killed the fucking thing.
I would do the same.
He just shot the fuck out of it. His troop came over and was like, what's going on? He's like, look at that fucking thing,
dude.
And so, yeah, you know what I mean? It was a monster. And I also heard a story where a bunch of GIs in Vietnam, they went to sleep, and they ended up getting attacked by spiders, 3 foot and 5 foot big.
I heard, I'm not sure if it was a creepypasta or not, but there was this one guy who talked about, it was during World War I or World War II. I don't exactly remember which, but he talked about seeing a ghostly rider on a horse galloping over the trenches.
Yeah, maybe.
And where the horse galloped, the people died. It sounds like a creepypasta, but
either
way, that also sounds like something
they used to say. They used to say in World War I, sometimes apparitions would come and try to steal the bodies of the dead soldiers.
No, you can't.
So is that PTSD or
Well, you got modern day accounts of people seeing jinn.
Yeah,
over the
they
night
were shooting at a couple years ago, they were shooting at shadows because they said they would stand in one place and they would look like a person and then float over another person. And they said they called them jinn.
Yeah, like what else would you call them?
Like
they vanish in a puff of smoke.
Like DGINN.
Yeah,
like
jinn.
Yeah, like a fucking genie. That's what a genie is.
Yeah, genies come from jinn. I wouldn't trust
in the Bible. It's like, you know, God made angels, man, and you know,
in the Quran
they made man and jinn.
Yeah, like there are still angels, but like the jinn were created alongside men, except instead of being made of like earth, like we were, they're made of fire.
Yeah, they
smokeless fire specifically.
Definitely. Did you see that movie with about the Noah's Ark, but it was with Russell Crowe?
Oh yeah, and the Nephilim.
It was. I thought that was
there were jinn and there were Nephilim. Yeah, the rock people were the Nephilim.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and the jinn were the blue people. I like those dudes.
Yeah.
All right.
We got a couple stories here for you guys.
And this is like, you know, you think to yourself, okay, this guy's gonna have PTSD, but you wait. I got two sides of this story. I got the British side and the German side of the story.
All right. Oh, he's got a good story for you guys.
This is a letter that this guy wrote. It was during 1916, the Battle of Somme, and it was the day before the battle in World War I. So he wrote a letter with his mother and father. And I don't know if you know this or not, but in the British Army, if anything fucked up happens, anything paranormal, something they couldn't explain, they lock it up for 100 years, and then they deal with it.
Yeah.
That's just what they do. They don't study it. They don't.
You might have more technology.
At least that's what they tell their people.
Yeah.
Okay. So this letter was locked up for 100 years.
And then they unsealed it.
And then they went into it intrigued them, so they go into this museum and got the German letter from of the same incident.
Yeah.
So this is an incident about a giant monster ripping apart Germans.
Told from two completely
They said it was a giant, hairy beast with claws and shit. They just tore him up, and it's written from the British perspective, and then you see the German perspective.
All right, let's go.
I'm going to read this letter. Just before the first day of battle. All right. Dear mother and father. I won't read it with a British accent. Sorry.
Yeah, you read a little loud.
The autumn is a very bad one. The rain and the interstate, and it is very hard to believe I will ever see you again. The food is good this week. Last week we ran out of biscuits and ended up with just soup for 4 days. But our spirits are higher this week.
Terrible.
I'm not allowed to tell you very much, of course, but there are new companies arriving that having success against the Germans. What I want to tell you is a strange tale. I trust you will believe me. I've been sleeping all right and I am sound mind. I feel I must tell someone. In this case, I do not return to tell the tale. 3 nights ago, I was on night watch duty from midnight to 4 o'clock. The German lines are only perhaps 200 yards from our trench. And with my binoculars, and if anybody doesn't know, we fought World War II over inches.
Yeah, exactly.
We fought years over inches.
Exactly. Just to gain a little bit of ground.
With my binoculars, I could see them moving about. Their lanterns glowing, all deemed quiet, but just before 2, a commotion could be heard. A German shouted in pain, then more voice joined in the clamor.
Mein Gott!
My commanding officer woke at the noise and ordered that a flare be set up. He feared an attack. Under the brilliant phosphorus glare, I saw a sight that I hope I shall never see again. A giant dark figure was moving along the giant German trench, perhaps 20 feet tall.
Damn.
Whether it was the shape of a man or a beast, I cannot say. It had arms, I think, and legs, but how many I cannot say. It seemed to be made of smoke or billows of dark dust, always shifting and twisting like knots of matted hair. My commanding officer swore an oath at the sight of and set up another flare. Now we all could see clearly. The boys in the trench with me were dumbfounded. A few could not watch, but I saw it all. This creature, or wraith, or whatever, it was seen to lift German soldiers from the trench one by one and pick them apart as if they were spiders in the hands of a schoolboy.
Damn,
the popping sound, the delicate rip of their flesh in the otherwise dead silent night will live with me forever. Limbs dropped in the mud Now remember this. This is a real letter. This dude wrote this home to his mom and dad. The British Army proofread it so he didn't drop soldiers. And they were like, yo, he can't tell anybody this. Dropped it into a fucking vault for 100 years. And then in 2016, they pulled it out. So it's something like, I don't know. Go on. All right. You could hear the popping sound around you, the delicate rip of flesh. The otherwise dead silent night will live with me forever. Limbs dropped to the mud with a splash. A head would fall under the light of the flare. A shadow rushing to meet it as it fell heavily into the filth. The beast was working methodically, left to right, apparently cleaning the entire trench. Taking in torsos it had dismembered into its maw where it snipped it obscenely into the needs of its darkness. So it's pure evil, bro.
It's just tearing them apart.
Nazis. That's fucking crazy.
I mean, that doesn't sound very evil to me.
It's like smoke, but how's it eating it with smoke? That's crazy.
I mean, it was eating Nazis, man. It doesn't sound that evil to me, you know?
They slipped obscenely into the needs of the darkness. It seemed to shrink and grow from time to time. Never still, never one shape, always sliding incandescently along the earth, ever moving, never still, but silent. Utterly silent it was, the only sounds like gurgles and screams from the German troops. I almost felt sorry for them. What were we to expect? Were we to be next? Suddenly it all stopped. The shapeless thing lurched into the right out of the night of the flare and right out of our lives. It disappeared in the darkness. It was done. All that was left was the commotion of the Germans moving about in their trench, and the frantic cry, and the moons drifting across the theater. I hate to say it, but I'd hit him. Let's do this, fucking go! And you get that trench.
It's perfect time.
Yeah, fucking right. Sorry. It's war, bro. Sorry. Move. I'm sorry you just got attacked by a monster, but I take advantage of it.
Yeah, like you're the enemy anyway, so like take any advantage you can get.
There was the frantic cries of the Germans and the moons drifting across the theater. We looked at each other, hardly believing what we'd seen. Our commanding officer ordered us to tell no one, so they're sworn to secrecy. We'd have our commanding officer, he told us to swear to no one, and we have done what we've been told. I write this to you in the belief that someone should know what I saw, and that the hope that the regional censors will. Sorry, that's all, folks. The regimental censors allow my words to reach England, even if they must remain secret for now. So he was saying, I know you're going to make it secret, but somebody needs to know about this.
It's like, I'm going to do it. I know they're probably not going to let this get past.
I send you all my love and hope and pray that you never have to experience the sight I saw last week. We fear very much that the creature might return. Does it know or care what side the lines are on? Does it even have a base of intelligence, or is it from this world or another? I miss you all so much. I am due to leave before Christmas. I think perhaps I shall not see you in England again. We hear such tales from the front. With hope and my most heartfelt sincerity, Alfred. So this guy's like, I'm gonna fucking die. I gotta tell somebody about this monster.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. Like, I'm not saying I would, but I'm also saying I would. If I saw that shit,
I want to know if this motherfucker made it.
I'm going AWOL, dude.
This letter never did get to his parent and ended up in a regional archives until the end of the war, and after the armistice was signed in 1918, and it was put into it wasn't open for 100 years.
Yeah,
so
it was just held.
A colleague working in Berlin doing some similar research in the Reich archives discovered a telegraph communicating that the Germans sent. This is the message the German translate to. Thursday night, a monster visited us. No survivors. Do the British have some kind of a new weapon? Terrible scenes. We can't even gather the body parts. Little remains of the men. We await till the dawn. Source visited the museum near where the incident was reported. Little municipal French museum. Small exhibits about the war. Upstairs there was this older history corner. We found a woodcut with a picture of text of 6th century French. Drawn from life, a horror visited the village this spring. It took the children. We abandoned the village today. Pray no one ever returns. The dead are walking here. Only the dead will inhabit this land.
That's damn.
The picture he describes was essentially the beast the Private Lewis described in his letter. Private Lewis presumed dead September 22nd. No details. Entire company met the same fate. No military action occurred on the front line that night. Precise fate remains unknown.
That's terrifying, dude. Like,
That is
I'm
terrifying.
telling you, if I saw that shit, I'm going AWOL, man.
Same.
Like, that is a monster. I'm here to fight Germans.
Dude,
what the fuck is that?
Yeah,
thing?
saying like maybe it was just a thing. It's like, you know, maybe it really didn't care about the war, and it's just like, oh shit, I'm gonna go right here.
Fucking food.
These guys got darker uniforms. I'm gonna get these guys. You know, you never know. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, who knows? It probably just came out of nowhere. It says like a fucking cloud.
Especially if there was a
cloud.
woodcut from the 16th century and it was already there.
It already
They
inhabited
abandoned the
lands.
village.
Yeah, yo, I mean,
Why is this village abandoned? Let's stay here, France.
well, it's already abandoned. Look, the cowards they left.
That's, you know, but
What is that?
like I said, you know, whether you believe in cryptids or not, there's real validity in that fucking story. That guy's about to die.
Yeah, there's
And
correspondence
he's not
from
in
both
war
sides.
yet. He hasn't gone to war yet.
Yeah, no, he's just
He's
over
about
there.
to.
The
So think about, you have to go to war the next day. You saw what you saw. Holy shit, be shitting in your pants.
Exactly. I'd be fucking gone. I'd be like, I don't want to do this no more. I'm gonna
Yeah.
ban. I'd
I
rather
want-
go to prison for the rest of my
I
life.
want to go home. I
Yeah,
want to go home. This
Fuck it,
is
that's
the
crazy,
worst
dude.
trip.
But that's just, you know,
I've
like,
been.
You see shit during war, man. Like, you see shit that you can't explain. And a lot of it could be chalked up to PTSD, but then there's shit that other people saw. Like, fucking. And, like, on that note, you know, like, you got if there's, like, credibility to it, like your story. And then you got stories like me with the Camp Akubo man-bird.
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 Yo, I ever tell you when I was a kid?
Harvey Birdman.
When we were
attorney-at-law.
little kids, there used to be this real loud bird. It'd be like, "Wah!" in the woods. It would scare the fuck out of us because it sounded like a giant bird. We run away. Yeah, when I was like 15, I found out it was a dude.
A dude just screaming at
Just
you like
scaring
a
the
bird.
fuck out of us when I was kids. Yeah, we chased the fuck out of him. We're like, come here, we ain't kids no more, motherfucker.
Yeah,
come here.
we go-
Come here, motherfucker. We ain't kids no more. Yeah, I did. I don't, why are you doing that? Why are you, you know, now that I think about it as an adult, you probably had mental needs.
Probably.
Like,
But he
what
was
the
just having,
fuck,
or he was
dude?
just having the time of his
Yeah,
life.
just scaring kids in the middle of the woods going, wow. Like, dude, you scared the fuck out of us. A couple times we just ran. Like, oh, what was that?
What
You know
the
what I mean?
fuck? Get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
So, anyway, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
No, you're good. That was a good anecdote, man. But yeah, we got the Camp Akubo man-bird. All right, this was reported by a U.S. Air Force Private Sinclair when he was stationed at Camp Akubo near Kyoto, Japan in 1952. So
Okay.
not too long, 30, 40 years after your story, but still. While on guard duty one evening, he heard something which he said sounded like the flapping of wings, and according to him, that's, exactly what it was. Hovering overhead was a gigantic bird that Taylor believed was preparing to attack him. The beast flapped closer, and Taylor noticed, to his alarm, that this wasn't simply a large bird. Instead, it had the body of a man. He described it as being about 7 feet tall with a wingspan equal to that. As it slowly descended towards him, Taylor fired at the bizarre bird, attorney-at-law, and continued to fire even after it hit the ground. I would too. Just keep fucking going. Just bam, 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 bam. Like you see a giant birdman flying at you, and you got a sidearm. Are you not gonna keep shooting it?
Fucking A.
I'm gonna
You're
shoot
gonna be like, bam, bam, bam,
Especially
bam,
if it's
bam.
hovering closer towards
I'm gonna get
you.
on the fucking MG, bro.
Fucking take it down. Fucking he continued to fire at it even after it hit the ground. Keep fucking shooting at it like Ayla Sakura. However, when he checked to see if he had indeed taken down the creature, it had mysteriously disappeared. So he was shooting at it even after it hit the ground, and he went over to where he was shooting at it, and where it was on the ground, it wasn't there no more.
You probably couldn't see it.
No, he went over to go check, it was gone.
No, I'm just saying, even though he might not have been able to see it. Like that one guy was in Afghanistan. He's like, yeah, there's like a wild animal here. So the guy went out and like on infrared, he's watching it, and him and his buddy are watching it. And his friend was like a commanding officer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they believed him when he
Like
said,
you're looking at
he's
it,
like,
it's right there, dude.
He's like, you can't fucking see that. It's like right on top of him. It's just like staying away from him and watching him,
It's a spirit
and it just
animal,
can't
man.
fucking see it. So maybe.
According to Taylor, when he told his superior officer of the incident, his superior officer supposedly said that this wasn't the first time that they heard something like that. Another guard had claimed a nearly identical sighting the previous year.
shit,
So,
okay.
it offers validity to it
Good.
because one,
I'm glad I didn't
The-
just call
the
him crazy.
superior
You didn't
officer
see
was-
shit, son. You know what I mean?
his superior was like, like people see that shit. There was another guy doing exactly what you're doing, reported exactly what you said. It's fucking Birdman from Rick and Morty. I'm here to rescue you, Rick.
I love Rick and Morty because I love because they put Roboto. Yeah, from He-Man, but it's the gear dude from the Gear Wars.
Gearhead.
Yeah, Gearhead. He's like,
Where's
that my thing?
Let me tell you about the Gear Wars.
No, we ain't got time.
What do you know about the Gear Wars?
Gotta go back to this.
Oh, it won't take that long.
I'll tell you about the Legend of Dark Plagueis.
Okay, well, hold on. Because if you saw Birdman,
dude,
how would you react?
It depends on if I'm in war.
If it's coming at you, you're just chilling. You're on guard duty.
At this day and age, I think somebody was hybriding fucking monsters, so I'd probably fucking shoot it.
I mean, this is post World War II, 1952.
Yeah.
In Japan be making some weird shit. It could be one of them yokai, dude. It could be a yokai demon, man.
I mean, like, there's a lot of stuff we don't know. Like, it could be a predator,
Like Alien versus Predator.
Like I'd watch, I'd lead it with my gun, you know what I mean? And if it came at me, then I'd be like,
well, according to him, it was fucking coming down, swooping. I imagine you going like,
yeah, I'd be like, fucking harpy. It's
like, is that a fucking dude?
Is that a harpy?
What the fuck is that? It's a fucking. Are you an angel?
It's a Ravenclaw. No, it's what the fuck?
The Griffin?
No, in Skyrim they're called
Hagraven.
Hagraven.
Yeah, Hagraven. Oh no, it's saggy ass titties coming. Hagraven. Casting lightning bolts at you.
Son of a bitch.
But yeah, no, it adds credibility when you got like previous reports of the same exact thing. Like you had no prior knowledge. like nobody's gonna tell you, hey, there might be a bird guy coming at you. And then you see a bird guy coming at you and you tell your superior officer, hey, a bird man was attacking me. Yeah. And he's like, you know what? Funny story. The guy before you said the exact same thing. He's like, what?
Imagine a guy from America coming.
Or it could just be them fucking with him.
Yeah. No, well.
Could have been a kite.
It's also reports of monsters to look out for. The first time Britain went to fucking England, like, there's monsters there. They got tigers and shit. You know what I mean? Like
Europe, you mean?
Yeah, Europe. First time.
You said Britain to England.
Britain. The first time Britain invaded Africa, they was probably shitting their pants when they saw a tiger. And they told their friends about it back in England. They probably didn't really believe that.
Imagine like
this thing's a giant cat with claws, 10 foot big. You imagine
being the first Roman to go to Africa and you see an elephant.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Be like, yo, what the fuck is that?
Well, yeah,
the size of a house.
When the Persians first attacked the Romans and the Spartans, they did use elephants, and it scared the shit out of them.
It would scare the shit out of
them. But they were easy to take down. They figured it out after a while.
Yeah, but the closest thing you had to reference that beforehand was like maybe a deer.
Yeah, but even if you never saw, I think you're primitive, like, mastodon. Get
woolly mammoth.
Yeah, your woolly mammoth instinct would kick in.
Lead it to a cliff.
Get it to a cliff. Let's get it. You know what I mean? Like it would just kick in. You get all excited about it.
It's just a primitive monkey brain kicking it. But what do you got next?
Flying humanoids.
Flying humanoids.
Yeah. So like your Birdman.
Humanoids.
So the flying humanoids, described as winged human-like creatures, were often spotted in the vicinity of military installations and bases. So they're coming around for food, maybe like trash or whatever. Eyewitness reported seeing these entities gliding silently through the air, their large bat-like wings propelling them effortlessly across the night. That's what I heard too. They're quiet when they're flying. Because you can hear a bat if it gets close. You're like, yeah. Some accounts even describe the creatures as having glowing, otherworldly eyes that seem to pierce the darkness. One of the most compelling accounts of flying humans comes from the U.S. Air Force Private Sinclair Taylor, who was stationed. That's the Birdman. So that's one of the same one. I'm sorry, I ran right into it.
No, it's cool because it's happened more than once.
And then
that just lends credibility to the story.
The other one was they said there was a lady flying. He said it was clearly a lady with bat
the floating lady in Vietnam.
Yeah.
The flying lady, I heard about that.
Clearly a lady flying around.
And they appear around fucking military bases like UFOs. It could be a UFO.
Yeah,
like just like an energy.
Oh, that when we played that, it was called Operation Weeping Souls.
That's terrifying.
It is.
Can you imagine just?
It worked though.
Can you imagine just walking through the forest, dude, and all you hear is? I'd shit my pants.
You want to hear a ghost story about Vietnam?
I fucking love ghost stories.
Okay. One particular
hold on. You guys want to hear a scary story?
Nobody wants their ass kicked by a guy in the pants like this.
Let's get it.
One particularly chilling account comes from a group of American soldiers who found themselves trapped in a Viet Cong tunnel complex. As they navigated the dark, claustrophobic passageways, they reported hearing strange whispers and sounds of movement in the shadows.
Fuck that.
Eventually, they stumbled upon a hidden chamber lit by a single flickering oil lamp, where they encountered a group of Vietnamese soldiers sitting in a trance-like state, oblivious to the presence.
They were stoned as fuck.
In the center of the chamber, the American soldiers claimed to have seen a bizarre golden statue of a woman with a lower body of a serpent or tentacle creature.
It's a fucking
The room was
Shiva
filled with an oppressive, otherworldly atmosphere, and the soldiers felt an overwhelming sense of dread and unease. As they attempted to investigate further, they were suddenly confronted by a disembodied voice that warned them to leave the tunnel immediately. Terrified, the soldiers fled, leaving behind a strange chamber and its eerie inhabitants.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. I'd leave too. I'd flee. The second I saw that, dude, I wouldn't even wait. I'd be like, what the fuck are they doing? Be gone. That's some
right,
Fallout
man.
shit. You know, like, ooh, shit.
Yeah, I'd have
You know
threw a
how-
grenade
you know, like-
in the middle, but I heard
You know
that they
what
threw a
Fallout,
pot at them and they didn't move.
Fallout 3, the Point Lookout DLC when you go to Maryland?
Oh, yeah.
And you go into that one basement where there's all those fucking weird mutant dudes sitting around a fucking statue. And they're just going, oh, yeah, no, dude, I don't want that. That flashbacks, dude. I throw a grenade in there. Like you said, hell no.
Right in there. Go, get in that goddamn hole. Yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir. I don't want it, though.
Thank you, Joe Sergeant.
Thank you, Joe Sergeant.
God damn it, come. All right, well, I got a little story. During World War II, Japanese soldiers stationed on the K Islands in Indonesia reported seeing mermaid-like creatures in the water.
Fucking
These
mermaids?
creatures describing as having human-like limbs and faces, but mouse-like carp and spines on their head.
Mouse.
They
So
were
hold on. Human, like a regular mermaid, but with a fish mouth.
Well, yeah, he said, and he had spikes off his head. He had like a fish head. Because dude, nothing in the ocean has hair. So if there was mermaids, they would not look like Ariel.
On the note of mermaids, think about it like this, all right? We're nearly hairless. We have a distinct layer of blubber, fat, under our skin. Webbed fingers, the ability to hold our breaths for extended periods of time, and we're the best swimmers in the primate
You know
kingdom.
why your hands wrinkle underwater?
To help you grip stuff.
That's right.
And webbed toes. How are we not semi-aquatic
I'm
mammals?
saying, where's my gills?
We don't even need
Or at
gills.
least
Give me a
let me hold
fucking
my-
blowhole,
No,
bro.
just at least let me hold my breath for like an hour. You know, give me an hour.
And we can echolocate like dolphins, dude,
Right.
and bats. How are we not semi-aquatic?
You know why? Because the ocean's fucking scary and things in there are scary. We would have
we
to.
could be freshwater like otters.
Yeah, but no, you just have your own car, like those things you hold on to, and they just pull your ass
Through the
underwater. Yeah, man.
But like, yeah. So they saw mermaids.
The locals call them orang-icon or fishman. While
Just
one
say
was
fishman.
found dead on the shore, and the sergeant attempted to get scientists to study it, but the reports were not believed. So they just let it. It was too stinky and it was rotting away. So they just.
It's too stinky. It smells. It's yucky. We don't want to get it away. So we got fishmen. We got birdmen. We got fucking. What was the first one you said again?
The fucking smog tentacle
men.
monster, whatever the fuck it was.
Smokemen, birdmen, fucking
was a wraith?
fishmen. How about a wolf man?
Oh fuck yeah, dude!
Yeah, the Royal Air Force Alconbury werewolf. Royal Air Force Alconbury, located in Cambridgeshire, England, has had more than its fair share of strange encounters. However, in the early 70s, it seems to have had quite the werewolf problem. Although a man who went by the name of West claimed that when he was stationed at the RAF Alconbury in 1970, he alleges that he had a run-in with a werewolf while in a secure weapons storage area. He described the beast as a bipedal, 5 feet tall creature with a flat snout and large eyes. He had never once considered using the firearm against him, so it had him frozen in fear. And he stated that he felt no aggression from the beast, which took off towards a deeply wooded area next to the base. Following the encounter, West claimed a sort of obsession with contacting the creature again, an obsession that proved fruitful. Some weeks later, he stated he caught a glimpse of the creature moving through the woods. So this man saw a werewolf in the weapons storage area. He said he called it a werewolf, but it was like a bipedal
Nazi werewolves.
He described it as a bipedal 5 foot tall creature with a flat snout. So I don't know if it's exactly a werewolf, but he said it was a werewolf. It's the smallest werewolf I've ever heard of, and he felt no aggression from it. So
maybe
he didn't try shooting at it. It just took off towards the woods, and he caught a glimpse of it a couple weeks later, running through the woods. So who knows? I mean,
dude, there's so much shit out there, and it's like, they're like, oh, this thing doesn't exist, it's extinct. Oh yeah, did you check my backyard?
Yeah, right. It could be there.
Check my house. Yeah, were you looking at my drawers? Because things could be anywhere. We haven't looked everywhere.
We have not looked everywhere.
There's fucking crazy stories. There's a story of a German World War I submarine. It sank a British ship, and then after that, a 60-foot crocodile-like monster had a pointed beak and a pointed tail. It jumped out of the water when the German submarine, when the U-boat hit the boat
with it.
No, it shot a torpedo at it and blew it up. This thing jumped 60 feet out of the water because it scared the fuck out of it, I guess.
Damn, dude, fucking Moses.
And it was it attacked the submarine.
Moses was in the ocean attacking the. Yeah, everybody's attacking the.
They said it was like, I forget what the dinosaur's called, but
it's a mosasaur.
Mosasaur, exactly what they described. So maybe a mosasaur was around. Because listen to me, I think when we had ships that were quiet, we used sails.
Yeah.
These krakens and these giant sharks and these monsters would come near us. But dude, even a little boat. If you ever go in the water, you put your ear in the water, you'll be able to hear a boat from like 2 miles away. So it probably just sounds scary. So every big creature's like, I don't know what that is, and I don't want to know.
Except for whales, they'd be coming up and colliding with it.
Yeah, well, whales are mammals, and they're smart enough to know it's people.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
But it's the ocean. Could be anything out there.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Like that megalodon next to the fucking ship.
Dude, crazy. That's scary. That was huge.
Yeah, it's a picture of a megalodon.
Yeah, there's a picture of a World War I sub, and you can see the tip of the tail and the tip of the dorsal fin, and it's way bigger than the sub.
Oh yeah, fucking.
That thing's got to be like 60 feet big, man.
The sub's like maybe like
big.
30 feet, 40 feet long, and then the megalodon's got at least another good 10, 20 feet on it.
Yep.
Fucking huge. And it could be a fake picture because they were good at editing stuff back there, but I choose to believe it.
Yeah.
I choose to believe.
I believe that the megalodon's there because they got that in the oil rig. It came by that big black shark. It had like white eyes and it's just huge. But anyway, this fucking crocodile monster, they ended up fucking shooting it. And it died.
Well, yeah, it's not a kaiju, man. It's just an animal. And they probably took it back. The fucking Germans.
No, they didn't do shit with it. They just got out of there. They were in British water.
Oh, man. Fucking Heinrich.
They were like, whoa, we melt between. Snare. They're like,
go off.
There. Yeah.
Get out of here.
I think they were. I don't fucking know. I don't know war.
Fucking,
one more little story, and I'll tell you a story.
Go for it.
This is my last story. Lizard people.
Lizard people.
There's mad lizard people in Vietnam. They said they saw him snag a dude and then it took him in the cave and then never saw a dude again. And then they shot at him. And
Slee Stack?
Yeah, Slee Stack. And then there's another story, but he was wearing a hoodie.
Oh, fucking.
Well, he almost looked like he looked like he was from Skyrim. He really did. They said he looked like that.
Fucking Argonian guy?
And he was right outside this cave entrance.
Plus the Argonian.
And they were fucking, these two Vietnam guys were shooting at him. GIs on our side. They were shooting at him, and the guy he seemed like he didn't give a fuck. He just kind of looked at him and walked into the cave.
I would
like he was more annoyed, like, oh shit.
I wouldn't shoot at him. I'd be like, what the fuck is that? Yo, we need to retreat. Yeah. We were not paid.
Well, no, because the story went around that they were fucking snagging people.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Shoot that motherfucker.
Get him. Fucking, we need to find their lair, dude.
What are you doing? Are you
cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers, dude?
Yeah, it's chuds, man. Yeah.
Cannibalistic humanoids.
They used to creep me out when I was a little kid.
Sleazy.
Martin, Will, and Holly on a routine expedition.
Anywho.
Oh, okay. So.
Anywho, I got one more. More. All right. The Cypress monstrosity. Fucking in In September of 1968, a man stationed in the British barracks on the island of Cyprus had an encounter that is best classified as quote-unquote unclassifiable, but we classified it as that, so that's not true. Anywho, at around 3 in the morning, the growling of his large Turkish wolfhound, which if you don't know, wolfhounds are fucking huge. Yeah. Irish wolfhounds are huge. Turkish wolfhounds are huge. Awakened the sleeping officer. We're going to refer to him as Ken.
Dog needs a fucking saddle.
Yeah, exactly. As the typically fearless animal proceeded to crawl under the bed, Ken noticed a faint, high-pitched noise. Trying to figure out the source for the noise, he opened the door unprepared for what he would confront in the hall. Described as a thing by the witness. It was possessed.
Ooh, my favorite, a thing.
Yeah, it was
cool.
The thing was described as possessing a flat, orange face with large red eyes, covered in rough red hair. I know you're thinking orangutan, but it appeared to be wearing a light blue jumpsuit, and it was alarming.
Doctor says.
And it was alarmingly floating up the nearby stairwell, not walking, floating up the nearby stairwell, while its head rotated unnaturally to face.
Well, it wasn't a fucking monkey if it wasn't a Bigfoot because its jaw is bigger than it hit its shoulder.
It's facing away from Ken, floating up the nearby stairwell, and then it just
in a jumpsuit,
and it just cracked its neck.
Oh Jesus!
Chin over the shoulder.
Oh my God! Like an owl?
Like an owl.
Oh, to look fucking creepy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The high-pitched noise seemed to accompany this bizarre creature, growing in intensity the entire time.
Oh, you know what? Maybe he was fucking from another dimension, and that freak he like got into a frequency with some kind of a device he had, and that kept him here.
And he's like, wait a minute, you're not supposed to see me.
Yeah. Yeah, something's off. He's like, oh, my shit's fucked up. I gotta get out of here.
If I were Ken, I would be quote unquote Ken. I would be like, oh.
So what?
Like, even the giant fucking wolfhound crawled under the bed to get away from this thing.
So did he Scooby-Doo out of there?
He retreated into his room, bolted the door, and armed himself with, of all things, a spear gun.
Hey, it'll fucking work
used
in a
for
pinch.
fishing underwater.
It'll work in a pinch.
And his handy-dandy diver's knife.
Fucking A.
Strange sliding noises moved up to, then past his door, and then returned to his door, and then finally faded away, taking the high-pitched noise with them. Ken collapsed into his bed, allegedly, and woke up for early morning roll call with both weapons still by his side. No one else had observed anything odd that night, but as far for the guard dog, it became utterly submissive from that point onward. So, even the dog at that point was just a scared dog.
Yeah, it's like, I ain't so tough no more. I don't know what the fuck that was.
That's
a crazy story.
Yeah, as far as for being a good story, a good fucking final story, like, just the visuals. Could you imagine, dude, it's got fucking red fur, a jumpsuit, it's floating up the stairs, and it's got an owl neck, dude.
Yeah.
The neck of an owl.
That's
like,
fucking creepy, man.
It's got the...
Well, I also heard, dude, I heard stories of like the soldiers they'd see just a bunch of glowing eyes out there, but unnatural.
Yeah. Like glowing red eyes.
Yeah, you know what
an
animal's eyes glowing off the moon or something is. You see that, but when you see something glow, you're like, what the fuck?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, that ain't right.
It glows, and it looks like it's about the height of like maybe a raccoon. And it stands up to like 8 feet tall. You're like, oh.
Yeah, wait a minute.
That's when you start shooting at.
You see a pack of wolves and the one just stands up. Wait a minute, what the fuck?
Oh, that's not a wolf.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Fucking deer just look at you, stand up, run away on his hind legs.
Yeah.
And then you hear like a...
It just comes creeping at you with his head all weird.
Not a deer. It's gonna die.
Not there.
Dude, like you see all kinds of crazy shit.
No, those guys are under
in the heat of battle. You be in like strange areas. Yeah. You see something you don't recognize, and you're like, "Wait a minute, what the fuck is that?"
You're not looking for Bigfoot in Vietnam, bro, and in World War II. You're looking for bullets.
You're
flying.
looking for the enemy.
You know what I mean?
And then
you're looking for the enemy.
Bigfoot,
You're not thinking Bigfoot. You're not thinking ghosts. You're not thinking monsters. every once in a while you might think that you'll see the angel of death, because you probably fucking do. I wouldn't doubt.
I don't know. I've never died before, so I can't verify
if the angel
that.
of death exists, he'd probably be hanging out in a war zone somewhere. You know what I mean?
That seems pretty likely. There's always war going on.
There's always been stories of, like, you know, monsters, and with the conflict, if you were a monster and it ate people, you could pick off people left and right in a war and nobody would notice.
Yeah, there's all kinds.
You know,
of
I would love to hear
bodies out
vampire stories. If anybody out there's got any war vampire stories,
there. Yeah, some vampire.
Because
why wouldn't they join the military?
Supposedly the Russian army tried to make an ape army. So did the Germans.
The humansies.
Yeah, the humansies.
Humorillas.
Maybe they did and released them. Or they broke out of a fucking thing like a B horror movie.
Just walking.
Yeah, just throwing shit as weapons.
Just a guy with long arms, fucking musculature, of chimpanzee just climbing up in the tree.
Oh, why you eat rock?
Make shit weapons. Make poo hard.
Make poo
Hurt
hard.
good.
Hurt bad.
See? In conclusion, you could see anything in the heat of war. Like you were saying earlier, like you're not expecting to see a fucking alien, but some people do. They'd be like, oh, swamp gas, shining off the light of Venus, reacting in the atmosphere weird with electrical charges, made you see a fucking demon eat your fucking buddy.
Exactly, that's what
in reality, he got shot, and you're like, his face was gone and all his arms are gone. There was not a single bullet wound in him. And you're like, well, sorry, buddy, but we're gonna have to take you to the crazy soldier house.
Exactly, yeah.
They got Coca-Cola there.
Come on, buddy, it'll be fun.
You can have all the cheeseburgers you could ever want.
Yeah, but no, I definitely believe that these soldiers saw like winged creatures and the rock apes. Everybody, we didn't mention the rock apes because everybody knows about it.
Everybody knows about it.
And if you
Giants
don't,
of Kandahar.
Yeah, if you don't know about the rock apes, it happens
Giants
a
of
lot.
Kandahar is a forbidden topic we can't talk about because we talked about it in the podcast. It doesn't exist anymore. But yeah, that's today's episode, and we hope you like it. But if you love us, watch this ad because we love you.
Yep.
Bye bye.
Good night, man. God damn leg.
Yo, G-Raj. I seriously don't know how you're still putting up with those laggy ass servers, man. You gotta check out Nitrado.
I mean, I am tired of slingshotting into the walls.
Exactly, that's what I'm fucking talking about, dude. Nitrado's game servers are super affordable, so your broke ass can still fucking get it. Like a few bucks a month, and they got over 120 games.
That's awesome.
Ark, Minecraft, Rust. You can even swap between them at any time. No extra fees, different games, man.
Wait, you can switch games on the same server?
Yeah. Plus, setup's instant and you're totally in control. No nonsense, no contracts. Just hop in and host your own world the way it should be.
Okay, you sold me. Where do I sign up?
Nitrado.
Use the link in the description to sign up. I'm down.
That link right there. Just click on it. It's nice and easy, man. Nice and easy.